Well, look what we got here. The final thing that we had to do with this room is now complete. Awesome. This is great. See, what we had here when we first had this room is we had several big projects that we had to do. There were lots of small things, but there were just a couple big things. One was lighting, as you can see here. We got that bar in. I showed you that in another video. One was getting this whole table in here. I mean, that was quite a chore. Next thing was getting a door in, so that was fun as well. And next was, stuccoing and painting the walls as well, which we did. But one thing that has been on our minds for a while has been this pipe. Just last week we got it done, and it's been a big issue for a while now because this right here is in the ceiling here, and this leads up to another floor where they have some water leakage issues. And every time it rains, even if it's just a little bit of rain or a lot of rain, but especially a lot of rain, it leaks down the wall and across the floor and down this hole. And every time it rained, it would come on this table. You can see on the edge of the table, it's kind of darker coloring, especially on this side over here too. It's kind of darker coloring. It feels a bit damp, and this is not as firm as that side is. What would happen is every time it would rain, it would come in here, splash on the table, it would fill, kind of puddle up this table, and then it would run down the sides and it would splash on the floor then, and we'd have a big mopping cleanup mess to clean up. We'd have to come in here with rags and clean up everything, and it was just kind of depressing because this whole room, it felt like it was constantly under threat of being destroyed. I mean, humidity and dampness can, destroy nice pelts, so we didn't want that. So we kind of put a 5-gallon pail there for weeks on end, but still, that was just a short-term solution. We wanted a long-term solution. So finally we got all the pieces and we put in this pipe here. So now every time it rains, just go down that joint right there. It'll run down this pipe, through these pipes, and around the corner, and it'll just drain down. That's what that pipe was originally intended for, but now it's finally done. So the last big project that we needed to accomplish in this room is done. So now the room is no longer under threat. Our room will no longer flood ever again. Thank you, God, for that. And yeah, so this is done. We got our pipe in.